Today we have got two main things that we are going to be talking about. First up, Princess is talking about their Epic Voyages again. They introduced them the first time I feel like I really saw them mentioned was about a year or so ago. And so I'm going to let you know what all that entails. And then we are going to talk about one of the main things that I see so many people get wrong when they're going to go on a cruise. And I would say that it's really one of the most important things. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Monday. It is August 4th of 2025, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, today's the day. Please click on that subscribe button, and if you appreciate my updates, please give this video a thumbs up. Welcome to everyone who is new, and welcome back to all of you that have been with us before. It's really nice to see you all. So I wanted to let you know that this evening we are going to do our live. We're going to start at 8 p.m. Eastern. We always have a really fun time talking about cruising. If you've got questions about cruising or about traveling to cruise, this is the place to come. So come and join us. If you're busy, you can catch it later, but we'd love to have you come. Now, let's start off talking about what Princess is doing with their Epic Voyages. You might know, different cruise lines call their longer voyages, or the voyages that they approach in a special way. They have different names for them, right? And so with Princess, they have chosen to call them Epic Voyages, and they've got a list out right now of what they are considering their Epic Voyages, and those voyages reach from now in 2025 clear through the end of 2027 with the cruises that have been released so far. I was anxious and happy to see that. I was just kind of looking through, and I didn't check every one of our group cruises, but I did note that our Oktoberfest cruise that we're going to go on October 4th, 2027 on the Majestic Princess is one of those Epic Voyages. Then we're doing a back-to-back, by the way, with that. We're going to do the Northern Lights sailing October 16th. So what a phenomenal time either one of those cruises is, and then together, I'm going to say it's epic. But let me tell you, there are 5 categories that Princess says that they are singling out per voyage. So one voyage, they are not saying if it's epic that it covers all 5 of these, but because of what they are doing on certain cruises, it is going to be listed as an epic voyage based on different categories that they choose to emphasize on that voyage. So I thought it would be kind of fun just to give you an idea of what these are looking like, so that if you want to consider something like this. And I want you to know a really important thing is these are not all long cruises. They are not all long cruises by any stretch of the imagination. I did see some 7-day, lots of 14 days, and lots of longer ones as well, but definitely they are not all just long cruises that would be deemed as like more expensive, taking more time, or going somewhere more remote in the world. Okay, so that's an important distinction. First up, they call a Wanderlust. That means travel done slowly. The next thing is cultural, which is going to be regional immersion. They've got ones that they call marvels, which are going to be new and ancient worlds. They've got one that they're calling explore, which they're translating into mean endless horizons. And finally, the other one is going to be called wild, and that is for dramatic destinations. So I thought it would be fun. Here are a few examples of each one. So Wanderlust, travel done slowly. For the one that stood out to me the very most, and I think is really cool, it's only 17 days. It's a South America and Mediterranean grand adventure. So clearly South America and Mediterranean, that is going to include a transatlantic there in the middle. For the culture regional immersion, I saw ones that include Fiji. That's, like I said, what our Oktoberfest one is going to be. And then I've seen some other ones in Europe for the most part, in South America, that are considered that cultural immersion. Marvels for new and ancient worlds, I thought it was kind of cool. They've got one called that is going to be for Canada and colonial America. They've got one that is more of a Mediterranean that's going to include Greece, Turkey, and the Adriatic. They've got Panama Canal ones that are called Marvels, and so for that new and ancient world. So that's kind of fun. It'll be fun to hear. I am really excited. I am really looking forward to seeing if these kind of cruises have additional excursions that make them remarkable, and I can't wait to hear about the enrichment. Alrighty. Then finally, the Explore and Endless Horizons. Those include the Mediterranean, Northern Europe. I saw some Japan and Asia cruises on that list. Saw some South America on that. And then for Wild, for Dramatic, we've got Iceland, Norway. I saw some British Isles ones on that list. Lots of them just different places in the world, but it seems like they are a little bit more ones that visit some more remote areas. Alrighty. So let me know if you're looking forward to looking up those cruises. If you've got questions, if you want help booking one of them, I'm a travel agent. You are welcome to send me an email. It's just letsgotraveltips@gmail.com, and then we can talk. So I am really excited though. I am really, like I said, I am really hoping that this means that on these voyages they add extra excursions that increase your opportunity for experience, as well as that enrichment. It'll be fun to see what they do like with dining too, right? And see if they have any more regional specialties as you go. I would say overall, when you are in some of the places and cruises that you're on, I see Princess adding in some of the regional cuisine. A lot in Alaska, you see more fish on the menu, things like that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what are included in these Epic Voyages. Alrighty, part of what I do around here, I really keep an eye. I try to not only keep an eye on where the cruise industry is going, traveling to cruise industry is going, what's going on with all of that, but I also really try to keep my eye on what people are saying about cruising, what people are doing, what they're enjoying, what we're looking forward to together. And one of the things that stands out in my mind over and over and over again is people not knowing what is included when they go on a cruise. And I feel like sometimes this is something for people who are going for the first time. So definitely this part of the video is very much for first time cruisers, but it is also really important, I feel like, for you to know what to do to figure out what is included with the cruise that you go on, right? One thing that really sticks out in my mind about this is that when you go to book your cruise, they have a lot of options a lot of times, and if you don't know what's included, you don't know what to accept and think, okay, I'll pay extra for that, and what you don't. And so as we navigate that together, I want you to think about what you personally enjoy, because what I enjoy doesn't necessarily translate into what you're going to enjoy. It's so important to think as you plan your vacation what it is that you really enjoy, to be honest with yourself with how you're going to enjoy your vacation, and then try to do it the best. So when I look at what people get wrong, like I said, it's what is included in your cruise. So as we go through some things here, this is pretty much standard with different cruise lines. But I thought that, of course, I'm going to put a little bend on it here for Princess, because that's what we talk about here so much, and we go on Princess so much. But what I'm telling you here is really standard for most cruise lines, okay? And I'm also going to tell you what a difference some other things can make. So first up, a lot of people want to know what's included when they drink, and I didn't realize how important this was the other day till I spoke with someone and they thought that soda was included on your cruise. If you think soda is included, then you're going to have a really big surprise when you get on board. You're either going to have a big bill at the end of the cruise because you didn't realize that every time you ordered a soda you were being charged for it, but if you get on board and it's not included, you'll be sad that you don't have the package that includes it. So first up, what beverages are included on a cruise? Water is always included, not bottled water, but they always have tap water. It is perfectly safe to drink. They'll serve it to you in the main dining rooms. You can get it in the buffet when you go there. And so you always can get water. Usually on Princess, you're going to get up in the buffet the option to have coffee. They have the Lavazza brand, which I don't drink coffee, but people who do tell me it's really good. I have noticed that it is all over Europe, and so hopefully it is good. And so that brand, and then they also have lemonade and iced tea. And at breakfast time, they usually have orange juice in the buffet, and it doesn't cost extra. They just have pictures of it, and you can go pour that as you're getting your breakfast in the buffet. So those are what you can drink all the time. At breakfast, lunch, dinner, they have got the lemonade, the iced tea, the coffee, and water. So you can count on that. If those are the beverages that make you happy, you can have those, and they're included. Next up, people always need to know what food is included. It used to be a long time ago when you would go on a cruise, you just knew that your food was included. And then came the advent of specialty dining. Specialty dining costs extra when you're on a cruise. When you are on Princess, casual dining costs extra. Alrighty, different cruise lines call it different things, but there is always a lot of included food no matter what cruise line you go on, and that's an important thing to know. If you're not wanting to spend extra money on your food, you don't have to. They've got the buffet, which has different offerings, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They often have a time that's open in the afternoon if you'd like a snack. And then the menus change every evening. They'll have some things that stay the same that you can count on, like a pasta. I usually see chicken fingers, for people that enjoy that, or if you've got children with you and they enjoy that kind of a thing. They've always got the chicken nuggets, chicken fingers there. But then that always changes. But like I said, that's included. You don't have to pay for any of your food there. If you're eating in the buffet and you ask for a soda, you're going to pay for that. You can have that water, the coffee, the lemonade, or the iced tea that is included, and it's out, so you know that it's included. If you have a question, just ask somebody. It never bothers me to ask if something's included. Another fun place to eat when you're on the ship that has included food is out by the pool. The pool deck always has included food on the cruise lines. On Princess, it's pizza. They've got the sliced pizza place, and then they've got a grill, and it has hamburgers, hot dogs, sometimes like a pulled pork sandwich. I've seen them have a chicken sandwich, street tacos, things like that, French fries. That's included as well. The menu's a little bit different when you're on. They've got some other options on the Sun Princess and soon to be Star Princess. But the food up there on the pool deck is included. And then also on Princess, you've got the main dining rooms, and the other cruise lines as well. Main dining room food is included. You don't have to pay extra to have your dinner. The days that it's open for lunch and breakfast, it's included there as well. Eating in the main dining room, unless you order something off the menu that shows a price, the food is included. The other place that is included with Princess is the International Cafe. You can go there, get whatever it is you want. The menu kind of changes throughout the day. In the morning it's breakfast stuff, and then it changes a little bit as you go, but that is also included. So there's no way you're going to go hungry eating the food that is included on the cruise that you go on, and that is standard across all the cruise lines. So kind of keep that in mind. The food that's included is great. So the other thing that I think is important to think about is when you go on a cruise, they've got pools, they've got the pool deck and everything. You can go enjoy that. On Princess, there is no entertainment that costs extra. You can just go do that. The only thing, if you want to consider Spellbound, is entertainment. That costs extra. But the regular shows that you go to, when you sit there somewhere in a lounge or in the piazza, listen to music, that's included. You don't have to worry about spending any extra money on that. If you go on a cruise line that has like the go-karts, or you've got like some of the water slides cost extra money, bumper cars, all of those kinds of things, ask before you do them so that you don't, you're not surprised at the end of your cruise by how much you've spent. But the basic things, like the pool and the things that we usually think of when you're going on a cruise, those are included. Now, what is it about buying extra things that people want to do to change their experience? There are 3 things that really stand out, that 4 actually, that you should know when you go on a cruise that you might want to spend extra money on. I remember the first time that we went on a cruise back in 2014. Our budget was really, really tight. We paid for the cruise. We were not going to spend another penny on the whole, once we got there. And so excursions really stick out to me. Depending on where you're going to go, it'll depend on whether or not you want to get an excursion. So familiarize yourself with what the excursions are that are offered on the cruise that you're going on, just so that you're aware of them. The first time we went on a cruise, we went to Alaska. When we got to Juneau, oh my goodness, we'd been hearing all this enrichment on the ship. I had no idea that we were going to go have the option to see all the things that we were able to see. So we got off the ship, paid for the inexpensive bus, and took it over to see the Mendenhall Glacier. So there are ways to do things that don't cost a lot, but kind of look around and familiarize yourself with what the options are that the cruise line offers. And there are enough videos out there today by a lot of people talking about visiting these ports that you can get a really good idea of what is offered once you're in port as well. The second thing you need to be aware of when you go on a cruise is gratuities. Gratuities are a kind of crew appreciation, some cruise lines call them. It's basically what a gratuity is. It's a tip, except for they charge you the certain amount every single day, and it goes on your stateroom bill. Now, what do they do with that money? It is given to all of the people that work on the ship. It's divided up, so it's not just your room steward who gets it. It's not just the people that wait on you at dinner time. It's not just the hostess in the dining room. It's supposed to be split up between all the people. But if someone gives you extra service, extra good service, takes good care of you, and you want to give them something extra, you just hand that to them. Okay, but just to be aware, that's how that works. Okay, the next thing that you maybe want to know about is how, if you are someone and you're like, well, I don't want to just drink, coffee or iced tea or lemonade. I want to drink, sodas. I want to drink specialty coffees. I want bottled water for all my water. I want to have alcoholic beverages. That's when you need to decide if the beverage package is worth it for you. So you look at what is offered on the cruise line that you're on, think in your mind really what you're going to drink, honestly, and then decide if that's for you or not. Okay, so beverage packages are important, as well as what they do with Wi-Fi on cruise ships. Wi-Fi is expensive on cruise ships. It's just the way it is. And a lot of the cruise lines offer different levels of speed for Wi-Fi. Some of them you can just look at your email. Some of them you can just check social media. You usually have to get a higher package on some of the cruise lines to be able to stream videos. Norwegian still starts out with their more at sea. That includes like 150 minutes to start. So if you want more than that, you pay extra for it. So just know what the cruise line that you are going to go on does with Wi-Fi. Think about what and how much you need to access that Wi-Fi. Is it just going to work for you to do it in port? What are your ports? Where are you going? Are you going to have phone service there? All of these things are the things you need to think about when you're trying to decide what to do about your Wi-Fi. But if you never think about these things before you go on a cruise, you're going to be really surprised. You will maybe end up spending a lot more money than you expected. And so make sure that you know what's going on. I've been giving Princess a little bit of wiggle room and seeing if they make any other adjustments to the Plus or Premier packages. They made the changes July 22nd is the day they went into effect. Then we got changes with the beverage packages, and so I'm kind of letting it settle down for a minute, but then I'm going to do another video about how those packages work and exactly what is included in them. Maybe I'll give them till the end of the week. We'll just kind of see, but then we'll know kind of where we are with that, and I can have you have a video that's a really great resource for that. So those of you who have cruised before, pop in the comments some things that surprised you about your first cruise, things you didn't know that were going to cost that did cost, and maybe some happy things that surprised you as well. And then if you are going on a cruise, let us know what your questions are, because we want to be a great resource for you. It's nice to have you with us. I'll see you tonight at our live, and I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.